you can really immerse yourself in German-American culture. Hey everyone! Grüß Gott! Welcome to my channel. Willkommen auf meinem YouTube-Kanal. I am Sonja, ich bin die Sonja, and in today's video I'd like to talk about the German-American Volksfest in Grafenwöhr. You will see plenty of pictures, video clips. This is going to be fantastic. So thank you so much for joining me. And first of all, I'd like to introduce myself and tell you a few things about myself. I am Sonja. I am originally from Bavaria, Germany. I lived with my American husband close to Grafenwöhr, about 40 minutes give or take. We often drove to the US military base in Vilseck, that's the Rose Barracks military base, and Grafenwöhr in Germany is known because there is a large US military community there. There is a training area. We lived about 40 minutes away. We drove there every so often. I personally spend a lot of time at home because I am a military wife and I am a housewife and and I take care of our son, and my son is sleeping right now, and that's why I decided to finally film this video. And one of the reasons why I haven't actually published this video earlier is because I was really having doubts about my YouTube channel, because obviously some channels are more successful than others, and it can be just really sad and frustrating at times. And yet I am standing here talking to you. Yeah, which is nice, of course, that you are here. So anyways, YouTube burnout and another thing. Of course, if you have seen the location or some of my other videos, then you may know that we are in Texas now. Wow! Can you believe that? Yeah, we're in Texas, so howdy. Yeah, be sure to check out some of my other videos. I post live updates. Anyways, the German-American Volksfest in 2024 was fantastic. A few things that I just wanted to show you and tell you. So I packed this in my suitcase. You can also see that the German-American Volksfest is also on the front page of this magazine. Here you can also see the headline and the 63rd German-American Volksfest in Grafenwöhr. This magazine, I packed it in my suitcase because I know that I just need entertainment, so I packed it in my suitcase. I love reading, and I think I got this from like a US military base. I spend a lot of time at home, so when I do go to a military base, it's just always special. And I took this, and it also just tells you a few things. And if you do plan on going to the German-American Volksfest, then I just wanted to tell you a few things. So there is no entrance fee. You don't have to pay for this Der Eintritt ist frei. Der Eintritt ist frei. And it is just fantastic because the German-American Volksfest brings together retirees, veterans, soldiers, military families, Germans, because if you plan on going to the not the military base, but if you plan on going to the German-American Volksfest, then you just need to keep in mind that certain things are not allowed. It's just special because everybody loves Volksfest. And of course, you know, the fact that the Volksfest brings together all these people and military families and Germans and veterans. So if you want to go to the German-American Volksfest, I can highly recommend it. There are shuttle buses, so that's another important thing to keep in mind. You can also just drive there, but again, keep in mind they may check your bags, and depending on vehicles and stuff like that, they may check also your vehicles. And what can you expect if you go to the German-American Volksfest? You can immerse yourself in German-American culture. So there's a variety of German food, American food. You have festival rides. I didn't go on like the Ferris wheel or something because I'm a little scared of heights. Besides, I had to take care of my son, like he was crying at times, so yeah, there were just certain things that we couldn't do. So you have the festival rides, that's the highlight, that's what makes it so fantastic. I know that children in particular, yeah, they just love, you know, the Ferris wheel and all these exhilarating rides because it is really exhilarating. And yeah, there are just a lot of vendors. So my husband bought a new leather wallet. Mein Mann hat einen neuen Geldbeutel gekauft aus Leder. Speaking of, now that I just talked German, Leder. So some people wear the traditional clothing. So you definitely see women wearing the traditional dirndl. I didn't wear a dirndl. You will see that in the pictures. But some people wear a dirndl or Lederhosen. Let me know in the comments if you have a dirndl or Lederhosen at home. So that is something that people wear if they go to the German-American Volksfest. And plenty of German food, American food. I bought a big pretzel. So there's the gigantic pretzels. So that's kind of pretty cool. Another thing that was just really cool and fantastic, the military display. So you can take a look at military vehicles. The Bundeswehr, the German armed forces, are also showing their vehicles. At least back in 2024 in Grafenwöhr, Germany, they were also showing their vehicles, and the US Army also displays some equipment and the military vehicles. I took a picture on this one military vehicle, which was so cool. So that was also very impressive. Just being able to see, for instance, how military vehicles look like. I don't know about you, but I've never been very close to one, except if we go to a military base, but then they just maybe drive, past you. And yeah, I personally have never also sat on a military vehicle, so it's just super, super fantastic being able to take a look at the military vehicles, what people are dealing with on a daily basis, like if they have to be in the military vehicles, or even the airport in Nuremberg with their vehicles. So fun fact, I actually worked in Nuremberg for 2.5 years. I mentioned that in some of my other videos. So that also just brought back memories, So yeah, Nuremberg, Germany. And there's just a lot of excitement, and the carnival rides. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, of course. So what else can you expect at the German-American Volksfest? Probably the most basic thing, because Germany is said to have really good beer. So there is a beer tent and a band. They're playing live music. We didn't go to the beer tent because my son was not in a good mood, I remember that, and it also started raining. So German weather, it started raining, that's why we left. I think we spent about 3 hours there. I was gonna stay longer, but it started raining, and so a lot of people left the German-American Volksfest in Grafenwöhr because it started raining. So all in all, I can highly recommend you go to the German-American Volksfest in Grafenwöhr. If I'm not mistaken, there are more German-American Volksfest. I don't know what's the plural. Es gibt mehr Volksfeste. Es gibt mehr deutsch-amerikanische Volksfeste. So I'm pretty sure this is not the only one, but the one in Grafenwöhr, Germany is pretty special, simply because it brings together all these people, and of course just having the combination of German and American culture. Because if you go to a normal, quote-unquote normal Volksfest, like if you go to the Volksfest in Nuremberg, you may not have this combination of German and American culture. And I think they also mention it here in this book here, or in this magazine, that it's almost like a celebration of German and American friendship, because the military is still in Germany. So the military bases right in Grafenwöhr, then you have Hohenfels, and of course the military base in Ramstein. That may be interesting. I don't actually know if Ramstein also has a Volksfest. That's interesting because we spent a day and a half in Ramstein when we left Germany. Be sure to check out my video about the US military base in Ramstein. Maybe interesting to know if they also have a German-American Volksfest. But I wanted to show you something else, because since we were talking about German-American I painted this a long time ago. So I painted this a while back. Yeah. So German-American kind of vibes here. Another thing I can highly recommend if you go to the German-American Volksfest, I already mentioned there's a beer tent, and another highlight at the German-American Volksfest in Grafenwöhr, the beer mug. What's beer mug in German? Der Bierkrug. Der Bierkrug. A lot of people collect these, and I think it changes every single year. So the design may be different. So the German-American beer mug is really cool. And another thing, I think you can buy something else. I saw something about a beer stein, I'm not sure. There's something else that people buy, and a lot of people collect these. So yeah, for every year they have a new beer mug, and I'm pretty sure this other thing, I haven't seen it to be honest, but I saw it on the website that they're also having this like beer stein. I'm not quite sure what they mean. Maybe it's a stone. But the beer mug, the German-American beer mug, is pretty cool. It costs $12 if I'm not mistaken, or $13. Which brings me right to my next point. I can highly recommend that you also bring some cash, because some vendors, they may not accept card, so make sure you bring some some cash with you. And yeah, just a lot of excitement, a lot of fun. For me personally, it was just fantastic. I wanted my family to be there, but they were busy. Yeah, it's often the case, you know, like when you have children, you just tend to be really busy because you have housework and children, and that can be sometimes just a bit stressful. Anyways, anything else? Did I mention everything? So make sure you bring your passport, your ID, military ID if you have one, of course. Bring, gute Laune musst du mitbringen. Be sure you're in a good mood when you go to the German-American Volksfest. For people who are allowed to drink beer, maybe you can drink some beer and treat yourself to some German-American food. So you have the pretzels, die Brezeln. Make sure you try the Brezeln. Yeah, and then American food. if you go to the German-American Volksfest, you will of course also see the American flag and also the flag of Bavaria. I don't know if you've ever seen the flag of Bavaria. It's blue and white. And make sure that you don't have like big backpacks or big bags in general, because they would, it's not allowed. Don't bring sharp objects, fireworks, knives. Don't bring any of those things. Take some pictures and have a look at the military vehicles. So I think just, yeah, picture this. You'd have to be in this military vehicle, or even just wearing the uniform all day long, especially when it gets really hot. So hats off to all those people in the military. Hats off. Yeah, thank you for your service, right? Thank you for your service. And that's basically everything. Yeah, you can use the shuttle buses or you can drive yourself. Just expect a lot of people, and it can get a little loud at times. You have all these exhilarating rides, but it is definitely a special event. And if you have the chance to go to the German-American Volksfest in Grafenwöhr at some point, it doesn't have to be this year, it can be next year or in 2 years. Speaking of this year, I think this year it is again at the beginning of August, so you can go there in August at the beginning, and it takes place in Grafenwöhr, Germany, and I think it lasts for about 2 days, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 days. Yeah, for further information, check out the official website, the US Army Garrison, if I'm not mistaken. It'll be in the description. And now, of course, a few video clips and pictures. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you will have an amazing day. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Have a good day. Bye.
Hey, SonjaSUNshine here from Germany. Today we're going to immerse ourselves in some German-American culture here at the Volksfest in Grafenwöhr.
Come on, we're going.
Let's do this.
Keep going. Keep going, dear. Keep going.